Hey everyone, welcome to Chatitra Talks. मेरा नाम सुनिधा है. This week, I want to talk about one of my favorite psychedelic bands, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They are a 6-member band from Australia, and in my opinion, they're one of the most interesting bands in this genre. This is the second video that I am making on King Gizzard and Chatitra Talks. In my first recommendation video for King Gizzard, I mainly focused on their mellower and easier to listen to work. But for the second video, I want to focus on their more heavier and experimental work. So I'll be talking about 4 albums by King Gizzard, which in my opinion are some of their most iconic and craziest work. The first album I want to talk about is called Nonagon Infinity, and this is a great example of how the band uses a particular theme for each of their albums. In this album, they have designed it such a manner that each song flows on to the next one. So even the last song ends in the same rhythm as how the first song started. So you can actually listen to the whole album in a loop, and you can continuously keep listening to it. It would just be in a completely continuous manner. So I'm someone who's not really into hardcore headbanging music as of yet, but whenever I listen to this album, especially if I'm alone, I just can't help but nod my head throughout the entire album. It has that effect on me, and I think it is again a testament to their signature style. Because of how this album is designed, it's difficult to pick only a few favorite songs, and I know that if I try to do that also, I'll end up picking at least 7 songs as my favorites from the 9 songs that are there in the album. But there's one particular song that I want to talk a bit more about. The song is the last song of the album. It's titled Road Train. There's a fan video on YouTube where they've used this song along with the desert chasing scene of Mad Max, which is like I think the most iconic scene in that movie. When I saw this video for the first time, I was mind blown by how perfectly the song fit into this particular scene. And even the lyrics, if you read the lyrics at that time along with the scene, it makes sense somehow, and it feels like the band actually designed the song keeping in mind this particular scene from Mad Max. So if you like this song, you should definitely check out this video as well. The next album I want to talk about is called I'm in Your Mind Fuzz, and this is another classic rock album by the band where they're showcasing their signature style. The songs I want to recommend from this album are Cellophane, Empty, Hot Water, Slow Jam 1, and Her and I. The song Cellophane has a really funny video, and this is another characteristic feature of the band, that they make a lot of these very weird and funny and silly videos. I think it was the first time that I was seeing videos like this. It was through this band's videos that I've realized that okay, I enjoy watching videos like this, and another thing that I admire a lot about them. The third album that I want to talk about is called Flying Microtonal Banana, and this is the album that made me realize how weird King Gizzard is as a band, and weird in a good way. I think this is the first full-length album that I'd heard by the band, and before this I'd only heard the KEXP performance, which I really loved and which is what got me into the band. But it's this particular album that I think increased my interest in the band so much more. And at that time, they had just released this particular album. It was early 2017. And I also had the very good fortune of being able to see this band perform live. That time they were touring for this particular album, so I got to hear some songs from this album being performed live, and that definitely increased the charm of this particular album for me. The songs that I want to recommend from this album are Rattlesnake, Melting, Billabong Valley, Doom City, and Anoxia. I want to talk a bit more about the song Rattlesnake. So again, this song is a very weird and silly video. The lead singer is singing mainly just repeating the term rattlesnake throughout the song. There's hardly, I think, 1 or 2 sentences other than the term rattlesnake being repeated throughout. And after hearing this album for the first time, I loved it so much that it ended up becoming the first thing that I wanted to hear after waking up. The last album I want to talk about is called Sketches of the Brunswick East, and this was the third album that they released in 2017. Quite different from the albums I've mentioned till now. It's one of the most relaxed and laid-back albums. They have collaborated with another psychedelic pop band for this album called Mild High Club, and this album's theme is psychedelic jazz. So jazz is a very big theme of this particular album. The songs I want to recommend from this album are Countdown, Tezata, The Spider and Me, and The Book. I also want to make a bonus recommendation for this band to give you more idea of how much the band experiments. The album that I want to talk about is called Eyes Like the Sky, And this is not a regular album, but they designed this album to be like an audiobook, where instead of singing songs, they've had one of the band members, Ambrose Kenny Smith's father, recite an entire story through the different songs. So this is like an audiobook based on the Wild West, and even the instrumentation on all the music matches the style of the story. It's all spaghetti western classic music. I'd honestly never heard an audiobook by a band like this before I heard Eyes Like the Sky, and it actually just increased my admiration for the band. So these were all my recommendations for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And for people who are already fans of the band, I would love to know what are your favorite songs from the albums that I've mentioned, and what would be your go-to albums from the band. And for people who are new to this band, I would love to know what you thought about these songs. I'll be back next week with another recommendation.